Have you ever stopped to think about what's really happening around us? We live in a society where information has never been more accessible, and yet we've never felt so lost. We're the generation that has everything at our fingertips. But do we really know what we want? Look around you. The amount of information we receive daily is overwhelming. News, opinions, debates, conflicts, tragedies. It's a constant cycle of stimuli, and we're always trying to keep up. But why? For what? Are we absorbing anything valuable, or are we just filling our time, our feeds, our minds with things we can't even process? We live in an age of excess. Excess information, excess superficial connections, excess distractions. But are we truly living? Are we living our lives or just reacting to what others expect of us, to what society expects of us? Think about it. How many times have you done something just because you felt like you had to? Because it seemed like everyone around you was doing the same, buying the latest thing, following the newest trend, making the perfect post. How many of these actions are truly yours? How many come from a genuine desire to be who you are, and how many are just reflections of an invisible yet constant pressure? Our generation is seen as the generation where anything is possible. But is it? What does anything is possible mean when you're stuck in a cycle of anxiety, comparison, and constant competition? Who are we competing with? And why? What are we really searching for when we post our lives on social media? Approval? Validation? Relevance? Or are we just trying to fill a void we can't quite identify but deeply feel? And does it ever satisfy? We're constantly chasing an ideal of happiness that always seems just ahead, one step further, always out of reach. Society tells us we need more followers, more likes, more things, more success. But at what point do we say enough? At what point do we realize that maybe the problem isn't in what we don't have, but in what we're losing while chasing all of this? What happened to silence, to pause, to the ability to be present, truly present, without the need to share, to comment, to compare? What happened to the moment of just being? And what about our connections? In a world where we're always connected, why do so many people feel lonelier than ever? Are we losing the ability to have real conversations, to form genuine bonds, to deeply understand one another? Are we losing the sense of community, of belonging? Or did we never really have it? Ask yourself, how many of your friendships are authentic? How many of the conversations you have daily are meaningful? How much of your time is spent on shallow conversations or endless scrolling, looking for something you don't even know what it is? What is our society really creating? A generation of people who know themselves deeply, who are resilient, who know what they want from life and who they are? Or a generation that is constantly searching, comparing, feeling like they're never enough, always needing more, and more? Is this what we want? To keep following this frenetic pace, the constant consumption, the eternal dissatisfaction? Or is it time to question, to stop, to look around and ask, what are we really doing here? And now, what are you going to do with these questions? Are you going to ignore them, put them away in a drawer, continue as always, on autopilot? Or will you truly stop and reflect? Will you start questioning why things are the way they are? Why you're living like this? Why you want what you want? This isn't a video with answers. This is a video with questions. And maybe, just maybe, that's what we need right now. More questions, more reflection, more willingness to find what really matters. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Don't forget to share this message with someone who needs to hear it. You already know. See you on the next video. Bye, guys.